Spiritual seeker is the one who is ready to marry with his aloneness. He is fond of his own companionship. This aloneness is not isolation. This aloneness implies freedom from the world of greed, hate, and violence with all its subtle ways. To be alone is that to be an outsider who doesn't belong to any religion or nation or any belief or dogma. It is this aloneness as that comes upon an innocency in an spiritual seeker. Warm welcome to Mystic World YouTube channel. Awaken to Abundance with me in this weekly podcast. I'm Sakshi Narendra. Zen masters tell their disciples, first of all, find your real face, the original face. Then work will begin. These false faces will not work because you cannot reach God with false faces. Find the real face, the one who had before birth and will have after death. Remove this crowd in between, the crowd of thoughts, the crowd of false faces. The real face is revealed only in solitude, only when you love to be with yourself. But we have completely forgotten solitude, and the ultimate solitude is attained only when we come to know that there is only one. Then there is no need to change any phase. You become the original you. Loneliness implies that you leave your family, friends, forget about your responsibilities, and go march towards some forest or Himalayas. But this running away from the world has nothing to do with self realization, because you will tend to create your own small world even in the forest, even in the Himalayas. The world may constitute a small ashram, monastery, or a group of disciples, so on and so forth. The real aloneness is only when you stay with your family, fulfill all your worldly duties, and still remain a non-doer. In the journey of inner voyage, relinquishing your home and family is of no worth. I again repeat, no worth. But the worthiness is to inquire and ask yourself the question whether you are a body or the flesh or something else. At the end, you will know that you are none of these. When you free from attributes, then you will realize you have never been a doer of any action. Also, you will realize that you have been free from all virtue and faults alike. You are beyond rightedness and unrightedness. When Alexander the Great was returning from India, he went to meet a monk. He asked the monk, "Do you know me, who I am? I'm Alexander the Great, conqueror of the whole world." The monk started laughing. He said, "I too had been similar dreams once, but I woke up before time. Did you wake up now or not?" "Who doesn't dream of becoming Alexander?" That monk said. "Is this something new? Every man is born with his dream." Alexander said, "I don't understand." The monk said, "Imagine this. If you get lost in the desert and feel very thirsty and someone says that he can give you a glass of water, how much your empire would be willing to give for a glass of water?" He said, "I will give half of it at that moment." The monk said, "And if he is stubborn and says that he will take the whole thing, would you be willing to give the whole empire for a glass of water?" Alexander thought for a while and said that there will be a time when I will be lost in the desert and I will give away the whole empire. The monk started laughing loudly. He said, "So what did you earn? A glass of water? If you get a chance, buy a glass of water. This empire, what is its total value? If the throat is a little dissatisfied, it will not be able to satisfy even that, then how will it satisfy the soul? If the thirst of the throat cannot be quenched by this, then how will the thirst of the heart be quenched? If the hunger of the body is not satisfied, then how will the hunger of the soul be satisfied? The monk said, "Enough of this madness. Now come down from this dream. Wake up. To be with yourself and to practice silence and restoration of awareness is the only remedy for an unconscious and restless mind. Practicing being with yourself, sitting in solitude at least for some time, especially in the very first hours after you wake up, will really help you get direct experience of who you are. Krishnamurti says, and I quote, "If you can listen quietly, even for a minute, for a second, then you will find that very quietness, the very silence of that second has within its whole abundance, the richness and the beauty and the goodness of truth." A young man came to Bayezid and said, "Take me to your feet. I have left everything behind." The master, the Bayezid said, "Quiet, stop talking nonsense. You have brought the whole crowd with you." The young man was startled. He looked upon him, looked behind. There was no one. And where was the crowd? "Is Bayezid mad?" he said. "What kind of crowd? Which crowd are you talking about? I left everything behind, even the crowd. Even the wife, family, and friends. Those people had come to see me off till the outskirts of the village. My family members were crying. My wife was beating her chest. But I have left everyone with a strong heart." Bayezid said, "Don't look here and there. Close your eyes. Look inside. They are all standing right there." The young man closed his eyes. The crowd was there. His wife was still crying inside. He was still trying to convince himself. He was trying to be strong. He was remembering his children. He was pulling the faces of his friend whom he had left behind. Then he understood there was no crowd here and there. There was no crowd in front or behind. The crowd is inside him. Aloneness helps you clear this crowd. And remember, there is no need to leave your home and go for solitude to forest to Himalayas. Wherever you are, you just have to close down your eyes to find your true reality, to surrender to yourself, to surrender to your ego, your mind, your body, the world, the universe, and the God. Surrender all of that to yourself. Let it go into your spiritual heart on the right side of your chest. And the result will be no longer will you fight this world. No longer will you react or respond to this world. No longer will you be frightened by this world. You will become a simple person. You will awaken and will become free.